How's everybody doing, and welcome to the fish room. In today's video, we're going to be doing a background for this tank here. So obviously we're inside the fish room. This tank is in the wall, so you can see it from the basement side and also in the fish room. So my goal today is obviously going to get some of this stuff cleaned up here, some things off this wall, kind of clean it up. But I want to have a removable background for my wall tank. So the purpose will be that I can black this tank out, so from looking from the other side, the tank will be a lot cleaner. You won't be able to see through it. It'll be a nice display tank where it won't have too much glare and distractions. I find this could be a common thing for anybody with a wall tank, especially for people with fish rooms, where you want to have a nice tank in your fish room, but you also want to see it from the outside. But sometimes it's nice just to kind of block it off so you do have that background, get that good color in your fish, especially with cichlids and different things like that. Or if you have a mess back here, or you have plumbing. But also whenever you're maintaining the tank, you want to be able to see the tank from both sides. So this is going to be a removable background, and I'm going to show you everything you need and how to do it. This is kind of a how-to video and also a review on how it works, because I've never done this before. It's going to be pretty simple, but this is going to be, like I said, how to make it and also a review on how well it works, and if I like it, if there's other better ways of doing this. But let's go ahead, I'll show you everything you need, which is going to be real simple, and we'll go ahead, we're going to put a black background on the back of this 55-gallon wall tank. So here's everything you'll need. It's pretty simple. The main two things are going to be some magnetic tape strips. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these tape strips onto our background, and we're also going to tape it to the back of the aquarium. Because you can tell there's two strips right here, and this magnet will stick to the other one. Which allows them to stick to each other, and then the tape is going to allow it to stick to the actual background and to the aquarium. So once you have that, this is a little bit more than 4 feet of background. I could go black or blue. There's a lot more decorative ones, but I want to keep it simple for this tank, just to have something there to block off the other side, but easy to remove. Some scissors, measuring tape. I have this bird ladder, which gives me a straight edge, so I can measure it off. I'm going to mark it with a marker, then cut along the line. And then I also have my measurements I wrote down over there. I'm going to be going 48.25 inch by 20.5 inch. So let me go ahead, mark that off. We'll make our cuts. I'm going to go ahead and use this because we're going to get a little bit closer to the edge, because I don't have enough distance to go off that line. And this stuff's pretty simple. It's just my measurements, but you only want to make your cuts once on anything you're doing. So once you have your straight line, you guys could probably jump forward. I'm going to go quick through this, but we're going to go 48.5 inch. 48.25 inch, I mean. But once I get these cuts done, I'll show you how we're going to put those stickers on and see how it looks on the wall. Here we have just 20.5 inch, and this will be our bottom. They do sell these. I'll put some links for some backgrounds if you don't have a close store and you want to go pick them up. There are some really cool custom backgrounds I saw on Amazon. I shop on Amazon a whole bunch. But most of them were for like 20 gallons, 30 gallons and smaller. For 55s and 75s, anything a little bit larger didn't have as much to pick from, which kind of stunk because I found some really cool ones I liked. But they weren't going to fit for this tank here, so I just went with the blue and black for now. Keeping it simple, but always some cool ones there. I might put those in the description. I'm sure you guys can figure it out for yourselves, but important to say, but if you're going to do that, obviously do it on the blue side so I can see, and I was using a dry erase marker. So if I cut a little bit off the line, I didn't have a permanent black line on that blue background, so I could just wipe it off. So a dry erase marker is nice. I'm going to go hold this up to the tank, kind of eyeball it, make sure it fits, and we're going to put our magnet strips on here. For my magnet strips, I'm going to be doing just counting out how many I have. These all break up into pieces, but I'm going to do larger strips in the corners, smaller ones in the middle, and then some on the bottom. Also going to save 2 back there so I can take it off the tank and hang onto the wall, so I can put those on the wall whenever I move it. Put on the wall, looks nice and clean. When it comes to putting the actual magnets onto the tank, the one it's going to attach to is going to be hard to line up perfectly, and they're going to be a little bit off-center, just kind of how magnets kind of fight each other at certain angles. I'm going to take the strips off here, place them onto the background before putting them onto the tank. So now I'm just going to lift this whole thing up, press it on the tank, and these will stick to the back side of the tank right here. That's going to stick, and you have your magnet on both sides. But versus measuring these perfect and then going back and measuring your tank and putting these on both, you're not gonna get a perfect fit. So it's important to kind of undo these first, go back, put them on the magnets, reverse side. Now we're gonna go ahead and push it onto the tank. Alright, there you have it, guys. Obviously I'll come back and do reviews on how well this sticks to the tank. I might go ahead and put some clamps over a few of these spots to make sure that that really holds tight. But I think it's pretty good from the back of this. Nice and clean. I cleaned my shelf off a little bit here. I need to wipe down this table, but let's go ahead and take a look at it from the other side. There you have it, guys. I think it looks pretty good. Obviously this tank isn't perfect. It's not really designed to be a display tank. I have some fake decorations in there, some sponge filters. This is really just kind of a grow out tank and a sail tank. But I think it definitely serves its purpose. It was quick, easy, cheap, and it's very functional, which is important to me. I know a lot of people that have tanks in a wall and then they maintenance them from the other side. But if you're gonna paint the back of your tank or you're gonna tape something on that's a permanent structure, it's really hard to work on the tank from behind where you can't see anything. So now whenever I do my maintenance, all I need to do is pull that off. I can stick it on the wall or above or below the tank, wherever I put my spare magnets, and you're pretty much good to go. I think it looks pretty nice. I want to do a lot more with this tank. I need to get some new lighting. The left side is burnt out. I kind of just centered the lights right now so you can see them. But this tank needs a lot more work. I'm going to focus more on doing some display tanks versus just having a lot of breeder tanks that aren't as nice to look at, but I still enjoy looking at the fish. Which is my focus. But thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to go below and like the video. If you're not already subscribed, I'd love it if you subscribed and follow along. I love doing videos and sharing with you guys little DIY tricks and different tricks in the fish room that can help you out, save some money and enjoy your fish room or your fish tank, and also make it a lot easier for you. So thanks again for watching. Check out some of the videos I'm going to post here around on some of my older content. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will talk to you guys soon.